Jr. and Adolf were stripped of their teeth prior to leaving for college as a sort of preventative measure.
How are they even going to make friends at college? Hi, it's nice to meet you. Oh, don't mind me. I have no teeth because my dad done pulled them out.
They later both killed themselves. He continued, even after his death, to be lauded as a respected pioneer in the treatment of psychiatric ailments.
He's a horrible person, and I want to resurrect him from the dead so I can punch him in the face.
Oh, good news. Good news.
Kill him again.
He may or may not be walking around. With such a violent past, obviously, it's no wonder that there's some sort of ghost or paranormal sightings on the property. The two most common, like any other haunted location, are orbs and voices.
Yeah.
The orbs that are found, no matter whether or not it's day or night, are often seen as pale blue. There have been disembodied voices, but no clear EVPs have been recorded on the property, which, you know how I feel about some of the EVPs, man.
Yeah.
There are cold spots, uneasy feelings, and phantom touching. The force building that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
People often feel paranoid, but have no actual reason why, because no one actually knows why people had left. Many of the presences are thought to be some of the patients that were operated on by Cotton, and because of this, people often experience the sound of muffled screams and moans coming from patient rooms and the lab.
No.
Some people have said that you can see apparitions with missing limbs and teeth.
I hate that.
I hate it too. All of it's not good.
I hope it's all residual. Let me dream.
People that have seen them have often caught glimpses when entering a room, but not for long before they slowly fade away. Dr. Cotton is the most often seen apparition on the property. People see him walking the corridors near his office and the lab in his white lab coat. Those who are able to go inside have claimed seeing shadow people in the rooms, especially in the lab, and feeling that they've been being closely watched.
Nope, hard pass.
I know, shadow people.
Not into it. Don't like it.
It does make me giggle every time it happens. So that's Trenton. Like I said, a lot of like real sad history and a little bit of ghosts, unfortunately.
It was really interesting, honestly. It's a really, really interesting story. That is, for me, it doesn't sound like a place I'd be really happy to visit. I think it sounds like it would be an interesting photo project, but it just sounds like it'd be very, very sad.
It's also pretty hard to go into these areas. I did watch a video where they were walking through the abandoned parts.
Yeah.
But it seems sadder than it. I don't want to.
I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially if you could hear someone screaming, pass.
I could see that being a really cool alternative process project because, like, that's fun and old-timey, you know, but, like, I'd actually have to go and take photos. But that was really good.
Thank you.
Well, should we do our cheers so that we close this out?
Yeah.
Because we have friends who are on the patio waiting to eat, drink, and have a bonfire. And we already started drinking before them, so they have some catching up to do.
One of them doesn't drink, though.
No, but more might be coming. We don't know. We don't know.
Wednesday night. Wow! Party!
Oh, here, this is fun. Okay, so here's my cheers. Here's to a long life and a happy one. A quick death and an easy one. A good man and an honest one. A cold pint and another one.
I've done this cheers before.
Have you? Okay.
I'm going to double check, but I'm positive I've done that one before.
Okay, well, how about this one? May we get what we want, what we need, and never what we deserve.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
And if you'd like to cheers with us on social media, our Twitter and Snapchat are Shots in Dark P. You can also find us on Facebook at Shots in Dark Pod. And then you can find us on Instagram at Shots in Dark Podcast, where we honestly post the most of what we do.
Yeah, we're on it all the time, let's be honest. Also, it'd be really awesome if you could take just a minute or two to leave us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcast directory. It seems like it's not like a super important thing, but it actually helps other people find the podcast. It helps us out so much. So please just, maybe head over there and do that for us because we would like it a lot and we'll be forever grateful. And we do read them.
Yeah.
And we get warm fuzzies when people say nice things about us.
We also read emails that people send to us at shotsindarkpodcast@gmail.com, which we just got one the other day. That was all like sweet and stuff. I don't know where you came from, but thankfully that you were consistent.
So we got a really, really nice email from somebody who listens to the show. His name is James, and we like him a lot.
But not just because you were nice to us, just because you're a seemingly good person because you cared about us enough to reach out.
And send us an email. Yay!
Yeah.
And the last thing that we want to mention is that we do have a Patreon account. That also helps us a lot. So if you want to help support the show, wow, that is really incredible. We get that not everybody can, or not everybody is maybe like prepared to do that, but it helps us to sort of take care of some of the cost of putting out the podcast. And eventually we want to do some great stuff with it too, because we, hopefully like you, love podcasts. So we want to help support other podcasts that maybe need a little bit of extra funding, but we also want to eventually be able to put some of that money into charities that are doing good work in the world, because we are both very socially conscious here.
Right.
And with all of that being said from both of us here at Shots in the Dark podcast, we hope we've left you shaken.
Not stirred.
Goodbye.
Bye. Grill time.
Don't laugh at the people. Shoot out like a cannon!
Ah!